Hey guys, it's Angelina. I am a former Travel Nurse Recruitment Manager and I'm not currently working in the field, so I'm sharing my insider secrets with you. So today I'm going to talk about travel nursing agency and their rankings. So I often get emails and comments from traveling nurses and staff nurses asking me what agencies I recommend, what are the best agencies to work for. And I do have some really trusted agencies and even specific recruiters that I recommend, but it really depends on the nurse. And there are agencies out there that I would never refer traveling nurses to, and then there are a lot that are very ethical. So it's really important to do your research. Some of the best ways to research travel nursing agencies is to go online to websites that offer agency rankings. Now, just keep in mind that some of these websites are either owned by agencies or lead generators. And like I said in another video, a lead generator is a website that collects your information and sells it to agencies. So just be aware of that. But some of the really positive aspects of these websites that offer agency rankings is that travel nurses will actually go on there and they will rank the agencies, and they'll also leave comments. So it's beneficial to go on there and see what agencies are ranked, and if you're kind of researching an agency, you can see how they're ranked. But more importantly, you can go on there and you can read what traveling nurses are saying about them. But some of these websites are not regulated, so agencies can easily go on there and enter in comments and rate themselves. So I wouldn't really all the time trust the rankings, but you can tell what comments are really made by actual traveling nurses. So that's just a great way to just start your research off, is by looking up those websites and really researching the agencies. You can also go online to forums and ask other traveling nurses. If you want to reach out to me, you can email me or leave a comment below, and I'll let you know what agencies I recommend, and I will also, if you'd like, I can hook you up with a few recruiters. Now, I recommend always working with multiple recruiters. You'll just have the best opportunities that way. Different agencies really specialize in different areas. So oftentimes an agency will have a strong hold on the area where they are located, especially local agencies. For example, I worked for an agency in Seattle, and we really only staffed Seattle and like the West Coast, but we had really excellent relationships in Seattle, and I would go have coffee with the nurse managers, meet with the staffing managers, bring them Christmas gifts. I had close connections with them. And for some of these hospitals, we were their go-to agency. So before they even notified any of the other agencies that they had a contract available, they might call me directly and ask me if I had a nurse who might be interested in the contract. So that's something to keep in mind, is that you can work with these big name, well-known agencies. That's good to do, especially if you are looking for a nationwide, contracts nationwide, and you're not really specific. If you want to have access to a lot of different contracts and a lot of different locations, then these big, really well-known agencies are really good to work with. And I would recommend working with at least one. But they do have some cons to working with them. And, like I said in previous videos, there are some agencies that I would not recommend working for. I recommend working with these smaller to mid-size agencies. And also, even if you have two recruiters that you have really good relationships with, relationships are key in this industry. So finding recruiters that you have a trusting relationship with, people that you really just mesh well with, that's really key. And maybe having 2 or 3 recruiters that you have those great relationships with. But I also suggest researching local agencies in the area that you want to travel to and contacting them, interviewing them, getting to know them, seeing what kind of contracts they have, because that would be really beneficial to you. It's really impossible for agencies to have contracts in every single state with every single hospital in the state and every single facility in the state. There's just no way. All agencies will offer different perks, different benefits, different, some agencies will have support staff, so you'll have all of the recruiter's attention. Other agencies, the recruiter has to do everything, so you might get smaller amounts of their attention. So there's just a lot to think about, and I'll be making another video in a few days about some important things to think about before you start travel nursing. So look out for that video. Make sure to subscribe, and you'll be the first to know when I put out these videos. I'm firing these videos out now. I get a lot of questions, so I'm just creating these videos about common questions that I am asked really frequently. But definitely reach out to me if you have questions. Reach out to me directly if you want recommendations to agencies or specific recruiters. Ask me for that too. I'm super active on Instagram, always posting content on there. I am on there under @TravelNursingInsider. And as always, thank you so much for all that you do and for being you. See you guys next time.